forestry. Does anyone know what tree this is?
I won't be a show-off.
All right, so this is a red maple. Obviously, it's a red maple. We did do the final on this tree, and I actually removed that sign before the final, and it magically reappeared by the time my group got here. So they all got a free point on that. Wasn't a big deal. So red maple, fairly easy tree. It's native tree. It gets between 60 and 90 feet tall, so it's a pretty big tree. The leaves, let's grab a leaf from up here. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so this is a red maple leaf. The leaf has 3 lobes. It is serrated along the edge, so serrated like a knife is serrated. It very typically looks like this. It may have 3 lobes, it may have 5 lobes. It also typically has a red petiole. So the petiole is the part of the stem of the leaf that's not a part of the leaf. Y'all can pass that around if you wanted to see it closer. You've never seen one.
Isn't that called like red maple because of the coloring of the leaves and orange?
Yep. Yep.
Also because of the color of the flowers and seeds.
And the twigs and
And
everything.
twigs, everything is red.
So it's not hard to imagine why it's called red maple. If you look at the twigs, there's the very ends of the twigs, the newest growth on the twigs are almost always going to be a reddish brown color. If you look at the buds are rounded and they are red. You're not going to see any buds right now. It's spring. All the leaves have come out, so the buds are gone. Well, there are new buds down there, but they're too small to see. So the bark, this is a young red maple.
A sapling.
Yeah, so this guy has smooth gray bark. When it matures, it starts to form plates such as this one. And I don't think we're going to see it on either of these, but it's not uncommon to see long lacerations that go down the side of the tree. Yeah, there's a good laceration. And so those lacerations will eventually form these plates that you see on this mature tree. But the bark is rather easy to identify when you have a smooth gray bark and you just suddenly start seeing these long lacerations on it.
Also, if you, in the springtime, before the leaves come out on all the trees, and you look out and you see all the red on the trees, that is red maple flowering. It's one of the first things to flower in the spring. It's very pretty.
So the fruit, it's a little bit difficult to describe. It is a winged fruit, a little winged seed, and so it's actually 2 winged seeds that are stuck together, and when they fall, they'll helicopter down. There may be some in the trees right now, because red maple fruit do come out in the spring, but I don't see any in this tree yet, so they may not have fallen yet, or they may not be mature yet. The range of red maple is actually ubiquitous. It is the most common tree, or it is the tree that spreads the most across the continental U.S. So you can find it down in South Florida. You can find it up in the Pacific Northwest. It's literally everywhere. Few fun facts. It is the state tree of Rhode Island. If y'all didn't know it, Rhode Island means red island in Dutch. So that makes a lot of sense. And then another quick fun fact, pioneers, early settlers, they made ink and a cinnamon brown dye from the bark of a red maple. So it's kind of cool. It's amazing what early pioneers and Indians would do. All right, so that's red maple. It's got really easy leaves to go by. It's got really easy bark to go by. If the buds were there too, you could see red all over the tree. It's not difficult.
I can also see the trunk. How did that happen?
That's a good question. It could be any number of diseases.
No, look, kind of looks like it's still recovering from it.
Yeah, it could have been mechanical.
I don't remember that from last year, but I guess it was there.
I think it was there. All right, so our next tree, we're going